30 Thai cities in 30 days. On my way for stop number 8, Udon Thani, right? And then now taking the train up to Udon Thani, and I'll see my motorbike. By now it's up there at the train station waiting for me. Taking the train to Udon Thani.
Okay.
And here's my seatmate. He was visiting a temple a ways away. He's from Udon Thani. We've been communicating through Google Translate. So yeah, I'm leaving Khon Kaen, going to Udon Thani, stop number 8 on 30 Thai cities in 30 days, taking the train, trying to cover a few different modes of transportation for this trip. And if you've been following along, you know that I shipped my motorbike from northern Thailand to Udon Thani. I took an airplane to Khon Kaen, and of course the motorbike takes a while to ship. So I got a head start, spent a few days in Khon Kaen, 36 hours, now going to Udon Thani. What is the secret to happiness?
Samadhi. Samadhi.
Meditate. Is there anything you would like to tell the world about Buddhism?
สติอยู่ที่ตัวเอง
Wow, that's profound. He says mindfulness resides within oneself. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Peacefulness, mindfulness. Thank you. And the train ride can be quite interesting. There was just a lady that walked by. She was selling chicken and rice. Another lady walked by selling hamburgers. And get a chance to ride for 90 minutes with a Buddhist monk, which is also special. Now that we arrived in Udon Thani, my bike should be right up here. My motorbike beat me here, I think. Should be right up here where they have parcels. Loading and unloading. So, bike is all wrapped up. Looks like they put the wrap on it. And there you have it. The shipping of a motorbike in Thailand by train. It really is a great service. It really is a great service if you're motorbiking around Thailand or just want to use it for convenience and have your bike ship ahead of you if you choose to fly or get there by another mode of transportation. It's safe. It keeps everything secure, as you can see. It's convenient, and it's really not that expensive. You know,
Nice to
this
meet
guy's
you.
from Poland. We ran into each other in Khon Kaen,
Yeah, exactly. And here we are again.
and now here we are in Udon Thani. How you liking Udon Thani?
I like it so far.
Which
Yeah.
one you like better, Udon or Khon Kaen?
In Khon Kaen I have a party, so it was like nice, but here I had a date, it was nice as well. So
How was your date?
oh, it was amazing.
Did it make you forget about your ex-girlfriend? You know, last time he
Already
said,
did, yeah.
last time he came to Thailand was with a girlfriend. What a mistake.
Yeah.
And this time you're with your buddy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
How long you in Udon?
I came yesterday actually.
Okay.
Yeah. He's coming actually because he stayed in Khon Kaen for one night more.
Okay.
So he's coming to us.
Okay.
And
Oh,
yeah,
why? He must have had a good time.
he had.
He has a girlfriend now.
We'll see. He'll tell me more later, you know.
So he stayed there with a girl. You came to Udon. You met a girl online. You had a
Yeah.
date, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Tinder,
Yeah.
or how'd you meet her?
Tinder.
Tinder.
Yeah.
Is that what you recommend? A lot of guys watching, wondering how to meet a nice Thai girl.
I might say so. Yeah, like Bumble, it's working less here. Tinder is good.
Yeah.
But obviously, I guess.
Oh, Bumble
Like,
works better here?
no, I don't think so.
Oh.
But anyway, I think it's approaching like somewhere in the street. It's also nice.
Street is good, right?
Yeah.
I
think
agree.
it's
A lot
nice.
better than Europe.
No.
Huh?
I mean, in Europe it depends, you know.
Really?
Girls are not that open for that. Usually
No.
they're too shy.
Better
or-
here.
Yeah. Definitely.
And what about you prefer Thai girls or Polish girls?
Hard to say, you know. I think tigers feel more like welcoming.
More gentle.
Yeah, gentle. They want to take care of you. You feel that. And with Polish girls, you need to work hard to give to get there. You know, like a
It's a
trust
struggle,
and,
a control struggle.
Exactly. And they are way more independent.
There are
I
a lot
mean-
of alpha women in
Exactly.
the West.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with alpha women. I just like more gentle
Yeah.
Thai women.
I mean, it all depends what you
Yeah.
prefer. But here's something different, which I actually appreciate.
Well, I hope you stay longer, man.
Thank you.
You know,
too.
these guys having a good time. Hello. Sarika. Check in.
I take care.
Thank you. So, thank you. So, get checked into Hotel Moko here. Good spot. I stayed here once before. Sarika. You got the bathroom, shower. We have the room, king bed, perfect. Little sofa, little view of the main street. And the cost for Hotel Moko, I think it's like $90 a night or $100 a night. And it's really convenient because it has the great, I think the top night market in Udon Thani is just literally 10 feet away. I love this night market. I'm gonna start here. You can see how you put the ingredients in one of these little metal cups like she's doing. And then you hand it over to the chef. And the chef makes a nice omelet. And he puts it right over rice like this. And I think it's 3 toppings for 55 baht, right? I'm gonna get in, since I'm here 36 hours, I'll definitely squeeze in 2 visits to this market. And this is my first meal. Okay, so the name is Joe?
Philip James.
Okay.
Joe Bass.
Joe. Okay, so Joe is here with his wife. You live in Udon Thani.
We live just outside.
Yeah. And you said you unsubscribed from my channel.
I unsubscribed because I saw on one of your videos when you were in Colombia, you said you were going back to the States.
That's right.
So I unsubscribed.
I teased a few people. I said it was from Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
I said I'm returning home. But at the end of the video, the last minute, I said, no, I'm not ready to come home.
I missed that bit.
You'll see.
I'll have to check it.
So Joe,
that bit.
let me ask you. Okay, how long have you been married?
24 years.
And where did you meet, the two of you?
Bangkok.
In Bangkok.
She worked in an internet shop. She was a cashier in an internet shop.
Great
24 years
Great
ago.
stories. So, and you're from Udon Thani.
No, I'm from Nong Bua Lamphu.
So why do you, Lampung?
Nong Bua Lamphu.
Nong Bua
About
Lamphu.
30 minutes
Oh,
drive.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so your family is here. How long have you lived in Udon Thani?
Oh, I've been here now for nearly 20 years.
Oh, long time.
Yeah.
And you love it.
Oh, yeah.
He loves me. I also love where I live.
But
There you go.
I always joke too, because sometimes, for example, if you're in Thailand and you meet a woman, I always would keep my fingers crossed that she'd be somewhere I'd want to live, and I would live in Udon Thani.
Well, she lived in the
live in
UK for
England.
12 years,
Okay,
and we got married in England.
yeah.
And then when I finished work, I said to her, "We'll go live in Thailand," and we have done, and we live here.
So when you met 24 years ago,
Yeah,
and then you went back to UK,
I was still working, and she
Still
came
working.
with me.
and then you said, hey, when you're done working, retire, you'll come back here.
That's it, and we did.
You miss anything about the UK?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
And what do you love about Udon Thani?
Well, it's Thailand, and Udon Thani was the province prior to Nong Bua Lamphu gaining the 77th province status. So she originally was from Udon. But I just like how quiet it is, how peaceful it is.
Yeah.
Nobody bothers you. There's plenty of things to do here. But the main thing is, I want to spend the rest of my life with her, and that was it. So that's
Great,
it.
great. I've seen
Great.
those.
Thailand.
Awesome,
It's
Joe.
great to meet you, though. It's great to see you back here.
Yeah.
When I actually thought you'd gone, and I thought, "Do you know, I wanted to meet this guy. After I sent you that email,
That's right.
when the police pulled you in
That's
Chiang
right.
Mai.
That's right. I'll put a link to that video up top because
Yeah.
it's unlisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was taken. You took it down, didn't you?
I did because some people perceived it as kind of being negative.
Negative, yeah.
I was just trying to share a story.
Yeah.
I'll put the link.
It can be seen that way. I understand that with the way things are in Thailand. But,
Yeah.
but I thought my chance of meeting you had gone when you said you were going.
You got to watch the last 60 seconds of that video, Joe. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
listen,
I
it's good to
watched
see you.
every one of your
You
videos.
too.
Yeah.
Good
Great
to
to
see
meet
both
you.
of you.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.
Thai M Gym. Before the day ends, just pulled up to what's going to be my evening workout. And this is my kind of gym. Look at this. It's like old school, but it has everything you need. Huh? Even has a squat rack over there, which I'm going to put to use. Has all the equipment you need. Sorry, cup. Okay. We'll go ahead and buy a day pass. One day looks like it's 50 bucks. Yeah. So one day Today is 50 baht, about $1.75. You know, usually when I do a vlog about a place, I try to stay there 5 to 7 days to really kind of marinate and get a feel of the place. And I've been to Udon Thani before, and I've done vlogs here, nightlife, and kind of a deeper dive into the city. But this is different. These 24 to 36 hour stops, it's a lot to squish in to a single vlog. But I feel like nightlife is relevant to get the flavor of a place, kind of get a feel of it. So even on this stop in Udon Thani, I'm gonna check out a few spots. I'm away over here waiting for Grab. I was right in front of kind of the Farong alley, right? But it was kind of quiet for a Saturday night. It was kind of quiet. I think unusually quiet. I just feel like a lot of places, at least on this trip, they feel a little bit dampened. And I know if you go to, you know, Pattaya or Phuket, it can feel busy in tourist zones, Bangkok. But some of these other towns feel a little bit dampened. There's 2 spots here. One is called Mars and one is called Iconic.
Cause you know I get down, baby. She wanna ride with me. She wanna ride with me. She wanna ride with me. Cause you know I get down, baby. You know how I ride hitting corners. The OGs in the hood try to warn us to watch out for these suckers when your wrist stay icy. On the dance floor, all the ladies like me. Make them fall in love and kiss the swag. Just to have my babies in a Fendi bag. No refund, you can keep the tag. Cause I'm a stunner, ain't no wonder why my folks be mad at me. She wanna ride with me. She wanna ride with me. She wanna ride with me. Cause you know I get down, baby. She wanna ride with me. She wanna ride with me. She wanna ride with me. Cause you know I get down, baby. Let the rims keep on spinning. Home team, no L's, keep winning. Whoever wants smoke, I'm with it. Down for whatever for the squad, no switching with me. She wanna ride with me. She wanna ride with me. She wanna ride with me. Cause you know I get down, baby. She wanna ride with me. She wanna ride with me. She wanna ride with me. Cause you know I get down, baby. She wanna ride with me. She wanna ride with me.
That's how Udon Thani gets down. Not bad. I love this town. It's good. I think that's one of the best hip hop bars I've been to in all of Thailand. And yeah, I grew up in the Bay Area, so for you guys that grew up in the Bay Area, you remember 106.1 KMEL? That's what I listened to in high school. And yeah, so I love hip hop. This is good. You know, come to Udon Thani, you get all this flavor. It's amazing, actually. You're here in Eastern Thailand and you get that kind of vibe. You can't beat it. Hello.
ค่ะอันนี้ทานอะไรดีคะ
Espresso 6 shots.
ซิกช็อตโอเค
Yeah. Gotta put you back on video.
Oh no, you don't.
Got Mark here. Remember him from his interview before?
I saw my face over at the hospital too.
No kidding.
I'm on a video with them too.
Yeah, you're a popular guy in Udon Thani, right? Yeah, the Udon Thani legend. Speaks fluent Thai. You remember, I'm going to put a link up there on the video here to Mark's interview from last time. Hey, where are you guys from?
From the Philippines.
You're from the Philippines?
Yeah.
Why are you visiting Udon Thani?
We're working here.
You work here.
Yeah.
What is your job?
Teacher.
Oh, you teach English.
Yeah.
You like Udon Thani?
Yeah. So much.
What do you love about it?
The cost of living.
And what do you think for a foreigner? Better to live in Philippines or Thailand?
Actually, both.
Both.
Yeah.
What's great about the Philippines?
Everything.
For a foreigner.
For a foreigner, everything.
Everything. Everything?
Yeah, the food, accommodation, people, everything.
Which is better, Thai food or Philippine food?
Philippines, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
All finished?
But you are making banh mi here, yeah?
Yeah, right.
Oh man, amazing. Wow. I love it. These guys are making fresh buns or bread for the banh mi. We have another fresh bakery here making the rolls for banh mi. Where are you from?
Thailand,
Thailand.
but my grandma is Vietnam.
Grandmother, she's here?
Yes,
She is from Vietnam?
Hanoi.
From Hanoi. Well, thank you. I'm going to enjoy my Vietnamese coffee. What do we got here? Crepes? Wow, he's serving me all this food. I'm keeping the Vietnam theme going for this vlog. And we're at a really great Vietnamese restaurant. We have chicken like skewers, spicy something, right? What is it?
Steaming roll.
Spicy, and then we have the shrimp, crepe.
That's right,
And
exactly.
Wally lived in Monterey.
Monterey.
Yeah, and Asheville, North Carolina.
Exactly.
And now he's in Udon Thani. And I've got a fresh coconut here. I'm gonna enjoy some. What's the name of the restaurant? Yeah, that one.
That one.
Thanks a lot, Wally.
Okay, man.
Cool. It's an old schoolhouse turned into a museum with some history in between. But it reminds me a little bit of a previous episode I had on this 30 Thai cities in 30 days when I stopped at Udon Thani in my hotel. It was an old schoolhouse, converted into a hotel, obviously, but it was really cool too. One of my favorite parts of the museum, you come in here and you got Richard Nixon on television. Some would argue, maybe the best president America ever had. Yeah, and when you come to Udon Thani, even if you just have a day or two, I highly recommend making this your first stop because it really does lay out the cool history of this town and just why it's relatively rich in history, whether you're talking about Chinese, Vietnamese, and the history of the U.S. in this part of the world. You had a really convergence of many different countries, and you can see it still today all around Udon Thani. About 10 minutes outside Udon, there's a place where most people drive past without noticing, but it's one of the clearest reminders that Udon has a real connection to Vietnam's story. This memorial site ties back to 1928-29 when Ho Chi Minh lived and worked in this area, building relationships with the Vietnamese community and Isan. He used different names and locals still remember him as Thao Chin. The site reads as a Vietnamese memorial space. Udon's Thai-Chinese Cultural Center is the city's Chinese community telling its own stories, publicly and with confidence. The site was laid in 2009 and officially opened in 2013, built as a hub to preserve Chinese Thai arts, culture, ancestral traditions, and philosophy in Udon. You enter through a circular moon gate, and the architecture immediately does the explaining. Courtyard planning, red columns, tiled roofs with Chinese lines, lanterns, water features. Inside, the Memorial Museum exhibits compress roughly 120 years of Chinese life in Udon in the role of the Puya Shrine Foundation as a community anchor. This place is a clean visual proof that Udon grew as a crossroads and the Chinese chapter isn't hidden. There's so much to love about Udon Thani. I also think it's probably the capital of retired guys who are married to Thai wives. Everywhere you look around this town, you see retired guys very happily married, at least they look happy. And also, I think it's so unique here where it just feels like it's a fusion of cultures from Laos to Vietnam to Thai, Chinese, and even American. We have a nice tea bar here, so I'm gonna grab a chair, order a tea, and chat a little bit about my 36 hours in Udon Thani. You know, I've been to Udon Thani before. I enjoyed it the first time. I am enjoying it even more this second time. I feel some vibrancy in this town, unlike any other spot in Thailand for a similar sized city. I think the population here within the city metro is about 130,000 people. Now, I make my base Surat Thani. It's slightly larger than that, and city metro maybe 160,000. But in comparison, and it might be because of the city design, it's more dense here in Udon. It just feels alive and vibrant every single night of the week between the marketplaces, the nightlife, just the energy, the local energy feels really alive and vibrant here. Also see a lot of expats, mostly probably retired expats who come here, either they met their Thai wives elsewhere in Thailand and then her family is from here so they relocate, or maybe they come here and meet their Thai wife and end up settling. I think as an American, Udon is unique because there's some kind of familiarity, and I think it ties back to the Vietnam War, when there were 8,000 American military stationed in Udon Thani. So I think it's been passed on probably through generations where there's this kind of comfort or familiarity with the locals. Whatever the younger people in this town, their grandparents were here during the Vietnam War, and they probably passed down through generations that culture, familiarity with Americans. So as a US guy, I like it. It just has all the conveniences I think I would look for in a place if I wanted to retire outside the US. And then there's a nice expat community too. Udon Thani is stop number 8 on my 30 Thai cities in 30 days. It's my second stop in eastern Thailand, in Isan. I was first in Khon Kaen, and for those of you who haven't done it yet, I highly recommend this way of traveling through Thailand by motorbike because I feel like it offers me a lot of freedom and it's a lot easier to navigate a town if I only have 36 hours. It just gives me a lot of flexibility in hopping around the sites. And then today, I will head to stop number 9 of my 30 Thai cities in 30 days, Nakhon Phanom. It's about a 4-hour motorbike ride. And what I'll do now is I'm gonna finish my matcha, do a little bit of work on my laptop, and then I'll go over to my hotel, check out, hit the road. And when I do so, I'll answer the question. Would I choose to make Udon Thani a place to live as an expat? It's time to load up the motorbike and hit the road. The question always is going to be on these videos, would I choose to live in Udon Thani as an expat? Let me hop on the bike and I'll answer that question. If you're watching this video from another country, or you're an expat, or considering being an expat living in Thailand, definitely add Udon Thani to your list as a place to check out. I think you'll love it. And try to stay over here, kind of this area next to the train station, because you have everything right here. You have all the markets. At night, it gets pretty lively. It's a good opportunity to meet people, meet locals, meet expats. It's right near the train station, so real easy just to train in and walk over to the market. But now for the question. Would I choose to live in Udon Thani as an expat? For sure. I know I said in Khon Kaen that I like Khon Kaen, and maybe I would choose Khon Kaen as that place, but I rank Udon Thani above Khon Kaen as a place to live as an expat. in eastern Thailand. But now everyone, I'm going to see you on stop number 9, Nakhon Phanom. As I hit the road, I got about a 4-hour journey ahead of me. So I will see you in Nakhon Phanom next. And farewell to Udon Thani.